All right, let's dive in. Today we're heading to Seoul, South Korea.
Ooh, Seoul.
Specifically, Namsan, a mountain right in the heart of the city.
Okay.
But it's more than just a mountain. It's
Right.
a cultural hub. And we're going to use this YouTube video to explore Namsangol Hanok Village, which is tucked away on its slopes.
Sounds cool.
So imagine traditional Korean houses,
Mm-hmm.
graceful sloping roofs,
Okay.
serene gardens, all these beautiful conifer trees, and even the gentle sound of a stream flowing nearby.
You really paint a vivid picture. It does sound very peaceful.
Right. Namsan is like this perfect blend of nature and Korea's rich history.
Speaking of history,
Yeah.
did you know there's a Millennium Time Capsule buried beneath an observatory on Namsan?
No way.
Yeah, and they're not planning on opening it for another 1,000 years.
Wow. What do you think is in it?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
But it really makes you think, like, what do we think is so important to tell the future?
Yeah. What stories are important enough to be passed down through the ages?
Exactly. What message are we sending to those people way in the future?
Wow. That is a question worth thinking about.
For sure.
Well, the video shifts now to the heart of Namsangol Hanok Village, the town square.
Okay.
It looks like some kind of event just finished up.
Oh,
There's a stage set up, hinting at all the performances that must go on there.
I bet it's buzzing with energy during those events.
For sure. A vibrant hub of cultural activity.
And those performances are more than just entertainment.
Yeah, what do you mean?
They provide a glimpse into the lives of the people who used to call the village home.
Oh, interesting.
Keeps traditions alive.
Right.
Connects us to the past.
Speaking of connections to the past,
Mm-hmm.
the video now shows children playing traditional games in the square.
Oh, I love that.
There's one where they're trying to toss arrows into containers.
Oh, cool.
Looks like fun.
Yeah.
There's this one little girl learning how to play, and she's doing a great job.
It's amazing to see how traditions like that are kept alive, through generations.
It's really special.
Yeah.
The video also shows a cartoon, which depicts scenes from daily village life.
Oh, that's neat. Giving us a visual of the past.
Yeah, exactly. And then we get to step inside the Yun family home,
Okay.
one of the traditional Hanoks in the village.
Yin family home, huh? A beautiful example of Korean architecture.
It really is. And you know what struck me? The low doorways.
Okay.
You literally have to bow your head to enter.
I've heard about those. I bet it's a pretty humbling experience.
It is. And did you know that those low doorways actually have a symbolic meaning?
No, tell me about it.
They embody humility and respect, which are key principles in Hanok design.
Oh, wow. I never knew that.
So by physically bowing, you acknowledge the space and the people who live there.
That's fascinating. It's like a gesture built right into the architecture itself.
Right. It just goes to show that even the smallest details can hold so much cultural significance.
Absolutely. Makes you think differently about design choices, doesn't it?
It really does. Well, we're about to step inside the Yun family home now.
Ooh, can't wait to see what's inside.
Get ready for a trip back in time.
Let's go.
Picture this. Antique furniture arranged so carefully to reflect the customs of the time.
Baby.
We see the head of the family's office, where important decisions were made.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's the living area,
Okay.
the courtyard,
Nice.
and of course, the kitchen.
And even the kitchen probably has little details.
Oh, it does. Meticulously placed replica eggs, dried corn, traditional cooking utensils.
Wow. It's like they just stepped out for a moment and were peeking in.
It feels so real. They even have a replica of the wood they used to fuel the fire.
It's amazing how these sensory details can really connect us with the past in such a powerful way.
Right. It's not just a story in a history book.
Yeah.
It's something we can almost experience ourselves.
Exactly.
I can almost smell the delicious aromas coming from that hearth.
I know, right?
It's incredible to think that centuries ago, this was someone's everyday life.
It really is.
It makes you appreciate the simplicity of it all.
And the beauty.
It's amazing how we've strolled through peaceful gardens, uncovered the mystery of that Millennium Time Capsule,
Yeah.
witnessed the vibrancy of village life,
Uh-huh.
and even stepped inside a traditional Korean home.
All through this one video. The power of visual storytelling is incredible.
It really is. And here's where things get even more interesting.
Knowing that the Yun family actually lived in that house,
Yeah.
it really makes you wonder what stories those walls would tell if they could talk.
It gives me chills just thinking about it. Like, imagine all the family gatherings in that courtyard,
Yeah.
meals shared around that hearth,
Mm-hmm.
maybe even some secrets whispered in those rooms.
Right. It's crazy to think that centuries ago,
Yeah.
this was just someone's normal life.
I know. And that's what I love about places like Namsangol Hanok Village.
What do you mean?
They connect us to history in such a personal way.
I agree. It makes the past feel so much more real and tangible.
Right. And this is just a small part of what Namsan has to offer. There's so much more to discover.
Oh, absolutely. Speaking of things to discover,
Yeah.
we can't forget that incredible view of the Seoul Tower from the video.
Oh, yes. That shot from the observatory was breathtaking.
It really was.
It felt so close.
I know, right?
Almost like I could reach out and touch it.
Such an iconic landmark.
It really is. And it seems like no matter where you are in Namsan, you can always see it.
Yeah, it stands tall over the city,
Mm-hmm.
like a guardian of Seoul's past, present, and future.
I love that. It really shows how Seoul blends the old with the new.
You know, it makes you wonder what else is hidden in Namsan.
Yeah. What other secrets are waiting to be discovered?
Makes me want to go explore it myself.
Me too. Maybe we should plan a trip someday.
A trip to Namsan. Count me in.
Imagine walking those paths, breathing in that fresh mountain air,
Yeah.
immersing ourselves in that rich cultural atmosphere. I'm already picturing it. And hey, maybe we'll even get a sneak peek inside that time capsule.
Uh-huh. Well, maybe not for another 1,000 years or so.
You're right, haha.
But seriously, anyone visiting Seoul should definitely put Namsan at the top of their list.
Absolutely. It's an experience you won't forget.
You know, even if we can't physically go there right now,
Yeah.
there's a whole world of virtual exploration at our fingertips.
That's true. We can learn so much through videos, articles, virtual tours.
Exactly.
It's amazing how one YouTube video can inspire such a deep dive.
I know, right? It just goes to show that learning can come from anywhere.
Well said. As we wrap up our Namsan adventure,
Yeah?
I have a final thought-provoking question for our listener.
Okay, hit me.
What would your story be if you lived in a hanok in Namsangol Hanok Village?
Whoa, that's a great question.
Makes you think, right?
It does.
And on that note, we'll leave you to ponder that.
Hmm.
Hopefully it inspires you to explore Namsan, even if it's just virtually.
Until next time.
Happy exploring.
And remember,
Yeah, the journey of discovery never really ends.
it doesn't. There's always something new to learn.
A different perspective.
A deeper layer to uncover, right?
Exactly. So keep those curious minds engaged.
And we'll catch you on our next deep dive.
Until then, happy exploring.